Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will go on the attack first. And this is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this. High-powered offense squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
And this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they've faced, they've played great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on that other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really, really good. How does this matchup unfold?
You're right, David, and I think as the season's gone on, this is a matchup that we've circled on our calendar, knowing that these two teams were going to square off and face each other. So many guys on the field today are going to play in the National Football League. There's a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. This one's going to be fun to watch.
Got it in the middle. It's Pope. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. The running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. The short hands. It's Everett. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Wolverines are on the move. On the ground, it's Claiborne. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Pittsburgh's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Bring in the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Using his legs, it's Claiborne. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And now this offense will take the field again. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Complete to the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Pitt pushing the pace.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's got him. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Out of the gun. The inside handoff. Looking for a crease. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
The sure hands. It's Goff. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep... Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Grabs behind the line. It's Goff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Power football with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma.
The give to the back.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the lone running back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Pitt right back to the line. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on one side.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Wants to throw it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete on the comeback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Using his legs, it's Dave. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains and they have a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now staring at a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. He'll return it from the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So here comes the Michigan offense. Takes the handoff. It's Claiborne. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of... There he goes! And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan!
And the offense punches it in again, and we called his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over USF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll run play action. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Panthers will hustle to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Everett. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to fire on second down. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. He's open on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a space. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pope. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Get it out on the screen. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And as frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the back. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. The Panthers in the hurry-up. It'll be a draw. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Just drives it between the uprights. And, guys, that 3 ball has us all tied up here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Snagged in the middle. It's Pope. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Pope. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Did the work himself. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Day. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Quickly complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Here's the pressure. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Working that left side now. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. And on first down, they're running out the field goal unit. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Tight end now in motion. To the air on second down. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And to get rid of it quickly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Gilliam. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Gilliam. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Gilliam. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Hits the crease! Touchdown, Pitt! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. West Virginia is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Morgantown. They're trailing by 11 to Oklahoma.
Here's the handoff.
We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Hands it off. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? Trying to do it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Wolverines are marching down the field. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. It's reverse. Find some fresh air. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on third and goal. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down mark. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They'll go to the ground. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Pitt pushing the pace.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
At the 40, there he goes. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Trying play action. Fires to the right. Zips it out to his man. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Pucks it out of the air. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense, you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Gets it out fast. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Got a man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Panthers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. Using the quick game. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's on target and complete. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And they've regained the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Breaks the tackle. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Handoff to the single running back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Pope. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Punt is in the air. And the returner will be brought down. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Finds a spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Hit right back to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw again. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just excellent technique by this receiver, working the sideline, the great footwork to stay in bounds. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The lone back's got it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to the run. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Quick spin on the ride. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Pitt pushing the pace. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. Touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Quick tempo here for the offense. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Right on the money. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Looking downfield on first down. He'll throw it. It's complete. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Running back searching for a hole. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Oh, he got loose. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. He's got it again. Touchdown, Michigan! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Memphis. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Soft spot in the middle. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Wants to go up top on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Look out, he's got room. Got the first down and more. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. 1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has got